Now we are months after Hurricane Helene made that landfall on Florida's Gulf Coast. Southeastern states are still reeling from its catastrophic impacts. Striking in late September of 2024 as a Category 4 storm, Helene brought everything from 140-mile-per-hour winds to deadly storm surge to even tornadoes. As it pushed north, the storm caused flash flooding and widespread destruction, particularly in western North Carolina, where entire towns were wiped out. Now, as recovery efforts continue for the deadliest storm since Hurricane Katrina, we are now turning our attention to lessons that were learned during this historic disaster. Joining us now is Jake Wimberley, lead meteorologist at the National Weather Service out of Greenville, Spartanburg, South Carolina, which also covers Asheville. Jake, I want to thank you for joining us this afternoon. This storm was devastating, but as a lead forecaster, I should say, what were some of the positive takeaways from this storm that we could use in this upcoming season?
Well, as I was shift lead earlier in the week when we were starting to see the information come together to suggest Helene was going to be a really significant storm. So my challenge at that time was to transition the messaging from not just saying there was going to be a storm, but that significant impacts were looking increasingly possible. But one of the successes that we had closer to the middle of the week was starting to use bold messaging. We put out a really strongly worded statement to say this could be one of the most significant weather events in the modern era. And that really worked, resonated with people. Emergency managers were motivated to go out and go door to door in some of these communities to urge evacuations. And then we had all of the information we were provided, and the weather models gave us enough confidence and lead time to really get the message out. But also we had another success was that we had record flooding on several rivers forecast several days in advance. That really helped drive that point home. Post-storm wind surveys were really extensive, and it was a good opportunity to get out. And it wasn't a great opportunity, but it was an opportunity to meet some of the people that we work with kind of offline, and they kind of see what we do. They see what we do. We see what they do, and that helps us establish relationships to make better messaging in the future about major flooding and wind events.
Absolutely, and that messaging is going to come in handy even this upcoming season. We're 46 days away from that, and we know that this hurricane season starts June 1st. Your team is likely preparing for that, especially coming off of the heels of last season. What's some messaging that you guys want to put out there now ahead of this upcoming season for maybe our viewers watching, and even for us as forecasters across the nation, just to prepare?
Well, we're working on trying to improve, things. Some aspects of our forecast did go pretty well, but we're always trying to improve. So this was a little bit of an unusual event in that the storm started to interact with another low pressure system in the Midwest. And that was helped amplify the winds, make the gusts especially strong, and really pump a lot of moisture into the area.
And Jake, that was one of the things that as we go into this upcoming season, we're going to have to be mindful of the fact that we could see stronger storms that could impact several different regions from the southeast all the way up to the northeast. Of course, we'll be keeping a close eye on that. We want to thank you, Jake Wimberley, a lead meteorologist at the National Weather Service there in Greenville, Spartanburg. Thank you so much for that update.
Thank you.